Yeah.
Y'all see the story time with a lady saying that she had to remove her BBL because her sit down earth stinked? And that's not to be shady, no shade. But she was getting a lot of backlash from a lot of people that got BBLs, and they was just like, you probably ain't know how to wash out. That ain't had nothing to do with washing your ass. I mean, a lot of y'all wanted bigger asses that ain't know how to properly wash the ass that you got. So I mean, it could be coming from your ass and the incisions, but it's not even coming from washing your ass. That'd be just like an additional stench. It's coming from the incisions from the surgery. Everybody's body is not reactive in the same way. If you did do your research, which I hope y'all did, it stated that that's a natural healing process of like fluid discharge, inflammation. It could possibly be a bacterial infection as well. But to sit up there and just be in full-fledged denial, and me personally, I done heard niggas say that shit stink. Like the ass be nice, but the smell, you gotta think twice. No shade. So to be clowning her because she came out and told her truth. And my thing is, this was what she said happened with her. She didn't say that all BBLs, you're going to have a stench or it stink. This is what's her story. This is her truth. So y'all even coming up saying something like, oh, you must have didn't wash your ass. That goes to show that you in denial about your own stench when you sit your ass down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you don't know who this girl is, my name is Asantu and welcome. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the BBL smell. For me, this year is my first time ever hearing about the BBL smell. And when was the first time you guys ever heard about it, and what do you guys think about it? If you ever watch any of my video, you know that I am not into plastic surgery unless it is for medical reasons, something life-saving. To me, natural is the best way to go. But like I always say, if you're ever going to do anything, make sure you're doing it for yourself. As long as it's for you, that's all that matters. So let's get this video started, guys.
Yeah, those BBLs be stinking. BBL smell.
The BBL smell is trending on social media, but what is it?
And it could be like 2 or 3 BBL baddies, and you wondering like who the hell got cheesy fries? You know, like who got their socks out? You know, something don't smell right.
So why would getting a BBL make you potentially smell bad? There are a lot of theories being thrown out there.
When women have liposuctions and BBLs, about 3 weeks later, all the way up to 3 weeks later, they have excretions, actually grease, that comes out of their body, and it has a putrid smell.
It's normal to get a little bit of drainage from having liposuction or a BBL for a few days after surgery, but putrid smell after 3 weeks tells me you've got an infection. That is not normal.
When you get a BBL, your ass is so rock hard. Like, I could barely get toilet paper and like a hand between my butt cheeks.
But you gotta understand, it's like physics. If you was a chick that was like 150, right? 150 pounds, and then you got a BBL. So the BBL made you probably like 170, 180. You're not used to that go around. You feel me?
So is the BBL smell fact or is it cap? It is cap. Now immediately after surgery, maybe you're a bit sore, maybe it's a little hard to clean back there, but otherwise there's nothing about having had a BBL surgery that's gonna make you smell bad.
So, as someone who literally works in plastic surgery post-op care, I be around a lot of BBLs. If your BBL is stinking a year into the process, you might have some, like, I don't think that's your butt. I think it's a wound. It could be your cooch. I don't think it's the BBL itself. It might be a wound or one of the holes. To which I would say go to your nearest hospital immediately because it's probably rotting for whatever reason. After a BBL, though, I will say the smells are not that pleasant for a multitude of reasons that I'll list out for you. First of all, when you get liposuction, they stick that needle in there. That looked like I was doing something else just now. And when they're sucking that fat out of you, your skin is disconnected from the muscle. And the reason it's important that you get your massages, lymphatic massages, 6 months, you really should get them for at least 6 months after your surgery, is because your skin needs to heal and heal back onto the muscle. And you want it to heal flat and not have that like bumpy look that, you know, on someone's stomach. We all know the look I'm talking about. But While it's healing, fluid swells up because you swell. So with the lymphatic drainage for the first couple of days, your holes will still be open. There'll be some doctors choose to drain with tubes. Because if that tube gets yanked or that shit can hurt, just let it drain out. But it's not gonna smell good because it's literally pus and blood and shit from your body. It's disgusting. Another reason it stinks is because you're in a faja. You're compressed because we don't want you to swell, right? Because it's healing, and what your body's gonna do if it's not compressed. If it's not compressed, it will expand. You're supposed to stay in that faja for days, right? So what happens is you got all that pus and bullshit coming out that already doesn't smell great. You're in the same faja 4 days a lot of times. You're sweating, and you have your natural must, and you have a lot of smells mixing together. As someone who has done lymphatic massages, I can tell y'all, it doesn't smell great. The girls don't smell great fresh off the table. It's really nothing you can do. Oh, and I forgot this part. You still have to shit, right? You still have to shit. You still have to shit. And your butt is kind of hard, still swollen from all that freshly injected fat. And it's been sitting in a faja. And you now have, you're a part of the club now. You have 17 miles of ass crack. And you cannot necessarily clean yourself as good as you be used to. Because you're not like taking full on showers. You're not doing that 48 hours post-op. Oh, and I forgot this. You still have to pee. Usually, the girls have the urinals or like the cups that they pee in, and you might get a little driblet. You can't fully squat and pee like Pocahontas. I'm sorry if that wasn't politically correct. That's what they called it at Girl Scout camp, which might have been problematic to begin with. You just can't squat and pee in that. Kind of have to be bent and hunched over. Again, this faja hasn't been cleaned, so it has doo-doo niblets, driblets of pee, pus coming out of you, and you're in that faja for like 3 days, 4 days. They take it off and put it right back on. That's what y'all are smelling. Now, that smells horrible, yes. But if you're still smelling like that 6 months post-op, you need to go to the emergency room.
Okay, so I noticed that when people are talking about a BBL smell, it's usually not about the surgery itself that they're talking about. It's the healing process that they're talking about. During the healing process, you get a lot of swelling, a lot of drainage from the wound. You get a lot of sweat in the medical clothes they're wearing. I think it's called a faja. I don't wonder where they got a name from though, but if you know how the name came to be, please leave it down below. It's like you got sweat building up in the faja that they're wearing, the compression garment, which is a faja, that is trapping the moisture. And then when moisture are trapped in, it tends to like leave bad odor. It's like wearing leggings during that hot summer day, and if you wear leggings during the hot summer day and then you sweat a lot, you know how that goes. It is uncomfortable. You just build up sweat, and the sweat start to smell. And just imagine that with a wound. That is like 10 times worse. 10 times worse. Oh my God, I need to drink some water. It is like 10 times worse because it's like you cannot exactly just take it off. You have to keep the faja on until like you are completely healed. At least with a legging, you could go ahead and change. Go into a store, buy a new shorts or something and change out of it. But
I know for motherfucking fact, what these hoes saying about y'all motherfucking BBL stinking is the truth. And I'm gonna tell you why. So I used to work in a, nightclub, bartender, whatever. And then I used to, who knows me know, I used to manage fucking females, like industry bitches. So, yeah. So, as y'all know, other than it feeling like a sack of sand in a sandbag, that shit, if your body's rejecting it, has a weird ass motherfucking smell. So just to give you a little idea of how it smells, just think about broccoli. You ever had broccoli sitting out for like 2 days and you be like, what the fuck? Like, That's the perfect way I can explain it. It smells like sitting out for 2 days broccoli. And it's because technically it don't be you. Well, do be you, because now you can't open your ass and get in your ass and clean your ass. But it's also because your flesh is rotten, is ruined. And then your body could be rejecting it. It's a lot of reasons why your shit stink. Bro, you can't do nothing about it but get it removed, because like if your body's rejecting it, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out of any hole closest to where that needs to escape. So yeah, BBLs really be stinking, for real. I hope y'all hoes be doing y'all research before y'all be getting these BBLs, calling yourself trying to catch a nigga. When y'all gonna be walking around looking like you need to catch a shower.
I've been hearing a lot about BBL smell, and I got a BBL, so I'm going to tell you how it smells. You do smell like hospital, as Mary Cosby would say, for a little while afterwards while you're leaking. I felt like it smelled like IV fluid and arnica gel, which is my nightmare. But once you're done leaking, you don't really smell. However, wearing the same faja every day will make you smell, so just buy 2. That's what I did. And then your foam boards that you have to like stuff into your faja, you just buy packs of those and just throw them away when they start being gross. Also, life hack, if you're getting a BBL, buy a shower curtain and then put like chucks on top of it, like they look like doggy potty pads. Okay, you put that on top, so then if you leak, it doesn't get onto your bed or anything, and it's easy to throw away when you're done leaking. Easy. That's what I did. I've seen people say that like getting a BBL, if you get a BBL, you could easily go through childbirth. I disagree from my perspective. I don't think I was given painkillers, and I think I just did ibuprofen. I feel like getting an IUD inserted was far more painful and traumatizing than a BBL, but I am like 5 years removed from my BBL, so maybe I'm like forgetting, and this is all in like my head. But I feel like the most painful part is like trying to get up. You're pretty much doing a push-up, but you've been thrown around on a surgery table, so you're like really sore. That's the best way to put it. And also your butt doesn't really hurt, at least mine didn't, but where you got lipo does hurt. So if you're gonna do like thigh, arm, and midsection lipo, it's gonna be much harder for you. I only did 360 lipo, so only my stomach and my back, and that's the part that hurts. And we're 5 years down the line. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like uncomfortable, but like if you poke me in the stomach, it feels different than you'd poke me in the arm. Like the skin feels different in my body, not from like someone else touching it. And same with my butt, like it just feels different. It's foreign still after 5 years. Also, like same thing with like when you're sick. Like I went to work after like 6 days after I got my surgery. Okay, I do eyelashes, I just did them standing up. But when you're sick, like you have like little bursts of energy and you like want to like go out and do something. And that was like the same thing. Like I wanted to go to the Taco Bell cantina even though I couldn't drink, and it was like spring break in Fort Lauderdale, and so I was like in my faja in sweats, and all these girls are out looking gorge, and I was like, I don't care, we're going. And I stood up and I ate my cheesy gordita crunch and then went back and went to bed. I don't know, that was kind of like our weekend. I did not go to a surgery center. I had my boyfriend come with me, and he just like he brought his Xbox and just played his Xbox in the Airbnb while I like slept, and I'd get up and eat and then go back to sleep, scroll through my phone. Flying back to Utah, so that's like what, 5-hour flight or something. There was so much turbulence, and so I couldn't really stand up at all, so I just sat on my BBL pillow, and then to drive I sat on my BBL pillow. Also, I started sleeping on my side, so then sides of my butt are flat. It's this whole thing, so really sleep on your stomach. But I feel like they have better like BBL chairs these days. If I were to get another one, I would be buying one of those chairs just so I could like sit. Also, I don't know if you've seen Brooke Schofield talk about her upper bluff or whatever, and everyone's like having a meltdown over her getting surgery done. I feel like people are upset about your looks. Like you can get like bullied over something and then you fix it, and then you get bullied because you fixed it. It's like, dude, just do what you want. If you feel cute, you don't need surgery. I feel like getting surgery made me honestly like a better person, because it was like really vain of me to go get a BBL. So afterwards when I got out, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just glad to be alive. I can't believe I was like insecure enough to like get it wasn't even like I liked my body before. I just like had love handles. Originally, I just wanted to do lipo. That's a different story. But like, I wouldn't even say it was like insecure. I just like wanted something to change. I was also young and stupid and somehow had the money to do it. And I don't know, it just like made me grateful afterwards. I thought I was like alive and I had like working limbs. I was like, dang, I'm actually like really lucky to have an able body and I should not take it for granted. So like I think I thought I would want to do more surgery afterwards, but it actually like made me not want to because it made me realize how lucky I am. Also the attention you get after you get surgery. I like people, I don't know, I'm not really interested in like guys like that. But when guys like think I'm cute, I'm like, literally get away from me, you're disgusting and I hate it. And I didn't do it for guys, I did it for me, and I'm happy that I got it done and I love it every single day. But I don't know, it's like weird, people treat you different. I'm sure it's like the same way when you lose a lot of weight, or even if you change your hair, people just like kind of treat you different. It's like the same thing. I've had like full colored hair before and like people just treat you different versus having like normal colored hair. It's weird. But in all, like after getting surgery, it just like made me grateful for what I do have. Super happy I did get a BBL and I don't regret it at all. And if someone else wants to do it, then great. If someone doesn't want to, even better. I love that. Also, people don't have to be transparent about getting surgeries, but they get in trouble if they are transparent or if they're not. I just think like if you don't want to get surgery, you don't have to, and if you want to, then do it. But like let women and everyone do what they want to do with their own bodies, you know? Like I was watching, this is a long video now, I was watching like 90 Day Fiance or whatever, and you know, like Darcy and Stacey, and like their work is, in my opinion, a bit much. However, if they love it, then I don't care. Do your thing, girl. It's like the same thing. I do lash extensions and I hear all the time, like, why do girls get the same thick lashes, like caterpillar lashes? I'm like, you just don't get it unless you get it. Like that used to be me. I used to love those lashes. I would get them again. Like it's like a style of what people like. When you wear a lot of blush, it's not for everyone, it's for you. Like you do it because you like it. It's just, I don't know, I just can't stand when people like dog on other people's life choices like this. It's so annoying.
Anyway, what do you guys think about the BBL smell? Do you guys know anybody that has the BBL smell? Do you not? Fortunately for me, I do not know anybody that has BBL, so I cannot exactly say, oh, I've smelled the BBL smell. But I have passed a lot of people that have bad odor. They smell terrible. Like when they pass, I just need to hold my breath. And I can imagine it's the same thing with the BBL. You know, you pass in, person with a BBL is passing, and then the person who is passing them has to hold their breath because it just smells terrible. It's like, dang, it smells like rotten meat. And rotten meat is disgusting. Oh my god, the smell is disgusting. It's like your electricity is off, and then all you just smell is meat all over. It's rotten. And their electricity in this point is the body is like, then their hygiene is off. The good hygiene is off, and then all you smell is just the rat from their body. It's like it's rotting. But I'm not trying to be judgmental or anything, but it's just the way I see it. At least if you're gonna do something to your body like plastic surgery, just make sure it's healing correctly, because you only have one body. And God forbid you walk out the house, and what if you meet your future husband, and now your future husband is like, wow, I can't even be with you because you smell terrible. Or maybe you have a partner, and then there's like they cannot stand your smell. It's like you used to smell good, and now you want to get a plastic surgery, and now you just smell terrible. So what are you gonna do? Nothing, right? You can't do anything. Well, you could do something, but in that moment you can't do anything about your smell, because it's like you smell awful in that moment. The worst you can do, the best you can do is go take a shower, but the smell is gonna come again if you do not have good hygiene. More of the story is, if you're ever gonna get BBL, make sure you have good hygiene. And if you don't have good hygiene, make sure you work on getting the good hygiene. That should be your number one priority. After doing your research, you do your research, and then you work on your hygiene. After that, then you could go get the surgery. Or from my point of view, don't get the surgery. Your body is okay just the way it is.